Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. What we have here is a rear wheel drive self-propelled. Say that twice really fast. This is a Snapper brand with a Briggs & Stratton Quantum Style 6.75 engine. So I had a lady message me about a Toro recycler, a newer machine that I had advertised for $200 with a bag. She says, interested to look at your mower. Mine won't start. I said, what do you have? And she said, a Snapper. She sent me a picture of it. She said, I think it's carburetor issue. So I says, well, bring me that unit first, and I'll see if I can get it running, and you won't have to buy the Toro. So actually her neighbor showed up, a nice guy who saw all the mowers in the front yard, and he may be interested because he's been borrowing this from the neighbor. So he thought maybe he would get his own. So this thing was full of grass, really greasy. I've already taken the carb off, cleaned the carb. I think it was fuel. Like she said, I think it was fuel related. Not sure, but I'm taking a wild guess. Overfilled on the oil. I had poured off this much oil, kind of too much. So we're right at the top mark now, the hash mark. So too much is not good. Blade was dull, really flat. I took care of that. She should have taken it to these fine people, the North River Small Engine Repair Shop. Her number was the 17231. NorthRiverSmallEngine.com. 941-812-0902. I've heard of these folks. I think they're still in business. One of the very few on the west coast of Florida that are still around. So maybe previous owner took it there, or I'll have to ask her about this. Like I said, neighbor dropped it off. 2008, I mentioned that. 7th month, 14th day of 2008. This is the 126 Tango 02 0675 Bravo 3. The snapper number is the looks like the 7800179. I don't get very many snappers in. So we're good on the oil. I just have to fuel this thing. Really degreased it a couple of times. Let the sunshine dry it out. The drive cable here seems really weak. So we're going to have to see. I didn't quiz her on the drive, if this thing even works or not. It looks like somebody's been in here with some aftermarket hardware. Neighbor dropped off the bag with the unit. Looks like it's been sitting under a tree. The roots started to grow through the mesh bag. So apparently they didn't use the bag too often. Let's fuel it and see if this thing starts. Hopefully it does. New bowl gasket, new air filter backing plate gasket. This is the automatic choke deal. There's no primer bulb. There's a plastic plug here plugging the bulb access. I don't know when it was maintained, but quite a bit of buildup. We're going to go with a new filter. What do you think? Pleats are saturated on this thing. She had it the deck on the about halfway up. It wasn't scalping the grass, and it wasn't at the top position, so it was kind of right in between. I bumped it up a couple of notches. I think I'm one notch from the highest position. So I really hope this thing works out. The neighbor brought it to me this morning, and then she messaged me, could I have it done by 3? And I think it's 2 o'clock. So I dropped everything I was doing to try to get her in and out in one day. I'm really lucky if I can do that. It's happened before where I just do a quick carb clean and send them home. 2 screws here for the beauty ring were missing. I just grabbed a couple of drywall screws, Phillips heads, put those down. Okay, let's fuel this and see if it starts. I thought about charging her 60 for the carb clean and the blade sharpening. Oil was fine. I didn't change the oil. It still had some golden brown. So I think 60 is fine. And I'll quiz her on the gas. I talked to the neighbor, and he didn't know anything about non-ethanol, and he thought it was okay to use last year's gas. So we got a little education lesson going on here when she shows up. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going today?
Hi. We have
Hi.
this very weird and silly question.
Okay.